Brown, Steve Tasker here at St. John Fisher for day 11 of training camp.
Next to last
Day of training camp here. The team will resume activities at One Bills Drive effective Friday, which for all intents and purposes will be a mock game practice in preparation for the pre-season opener Saturday.
Kids Day.
1 p.m. kickoff. Yes, it is Kids Day indeed. Day 11 of training camp practice, as we said, in the books. Good day if you were from Virginia Tech.
What?
Undrafted rookie Keontae Jenkins. Interception off Mitch Trubisky and a pass breakup. 6th-round pick Dorian Strong, also from Virginia Tech, had an interception as well in practice. It was a good day to be a Hokie.
There you go. I bet Darryl Talley's having a good day.
Darryl Talley?
No, Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith was a Hokie.
Darryl Talley was a West Virginia.
He was a Mountaineer.
Sorry, DT.
Oh, don't worry. You'll hear about it.
Way to go,
sure.
Bruce.
Defense was busy in defending the pass today. Not a lot of consistency in the passing game, I thought, for the offense because defenders were driving aggressively on routes, forcing incompletions. I'm kind of getting the sense the defense knows what's coming now that we're in week 2 of camp
it does
to some
happen
degree.
sometimes that way. When they start seeing some stuff repeated or they start seeing the same guys running repeat routes and that kind of thing, they'll start jumping it. But I got the feeling, too, I felt like the offense was just a little bit flat.
They're a little off today.
I thought not flat, as in not prepared or not doing the right thing, but they lacked energy.
A little disjointed.
It's like they ran 2 miles before practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they looked a little disjointed out there, I think.
Yeah.
Throw of the day, though, goes to Josh Allen, who continues to show expert touch. Fired a 30-yard rope into a tight window to Dalton Kincaid for a 30-yard touchdown while rolling out off his back foot. He looked like Derek Jeter deep in the hole at short. You know how he used to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, Josh didn't leap to throw the ball, but he certainly threw off his back foot. And there was a lot of mustard on that pass, and it got between 3 defenders right into the waiting hands of Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Prettiest throw of the day by far, and most impressive.
Yeah, when that stuff works, it's great, but you know, here's what you got to remember about practice, and guys like Josh know this. It's okay to fail in practice. You got to try a one-footed back off your back throw, 30-yard rope. Try and make it happen. See if you can do it. Try new things. Try some different stuff. For wide receivers, they try different releases, even though they've never really worked on. They got to work on it. It's okay to fail out here. Guys really get caught up in having a bad rep. And you can't.
No,
you can't do it. And Josh
got to go to
that.
the next one.
So Josh, you know what? I'm gonna try and fit this ball 30 yards down the field off my back foot,
rolling away from pressure.
Watch this. And now he pulls it off because he's Josh Allen. But and
that was an all-arm throw too.
Yeah,
because
young players have trouble living with failure on the practice field. Most of them didn't fail that much at the lower levels, taking some reps, and it's new to them sometimes. And you gotta get used to it. You gotta get used to having a bad rep, and that's when you don't fear having a bad rep, you make plays like Josh.
Yeah.
And what's Josh got to worry about, right? Let's try it.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. They're not going to cut him. But that's the kind of mentality you have to have.
On the good side of the injury ledger, Dane Jackson and Dorian Williams returned to practice. Dane Jackson was absent for personal reasons, not for an injury. Dorian Williams back from the calf injury that's kept him out since week 1 of camp. Spencer Brown got team reps for the first time in practice since his return from the active PUP list. Unfortunately, offensive tackle Tylen Grable left practice early with an athletic trainer today, so we'll see what that's about, presumably tomorrow or the next day when we get an update. And then, as everybody knows, the first episode of Hard Knocks aired last night on Max, and a good introduction to the team this year. Josh, Dion, Trey White, Dawson Knox, Joshua Palmer were the featured players in the episode, although some might argue KJ Hamler stole the show with his kid scooter.
That was good. Yeah. Tre'Davious White was a big part of it. I liked seeing him. Most Bills fans know him pretty well.
Seeing him running the hills.
Happy to see him
after
back.
the practice.
Yeah, it's
That's
a real
typical
thing.
Trey.
It's a real thing. I thought it was great. It was inspiring for me. For Bills fans, obviously, it's cool. For us, I don't know what Dolphins fans or anybody else thinks of it. Probably not as much, but I was very encouraged and inspired, and let's go. I was ready for the season after that thing finished.
What did you find interesting? What did you find funny, etc.?
They showed some of the guys getting packed for camp. Like Dion and his kids are trying to help him, and Dawson he's a newlywed, and his wife's looking at his suitcase, going, "What are you doing?" I'm just packed that for you, and she says he's right. He's overnight bag. He's going to go away for 2 weeks. Takes an overnight bag. That's a guy going to training camp.
Yeah, but he's also wearing equipment issued stuff all day.
Right.
He doesn't need a lot of clothes.
And she's looking at him, going,
I've never seen this
I've
before.
never seen that. But how do you do that? How do you go for 2 weeks on the road and take an overnight bag?
He might as well have been speaking Swahili to her in that instance.
Right. But he opens it up.
There is no woman that goes anywhere for 2 weeks.
She pulls all the stuff out of his back, out of his suitcase, folds it up, and I mean, it is like a Swiss architect put it in there. It was like, oh my gosh.
It was. Next time we see, I mean, we've had the pleasure of meeting his wife Alex a couple of times. I'm going to have to ask her the next time we see her, is there any military in your family background? Because that clothing was folded with military precision.
It looked like a commercial for
military
the
precision. I would have guessed she pressed all those clothes before she put them in there.
Or after. I mean, they looked flawless.
It was something.
Bless her heart, man. I was like,
you could have bounced a quarter off of those clothes.
So that's kind of, I got that. And then the kids helping Dion pick hats. He goes, I need 5 hats. And they pick all the hats for him. And then, Dion going out to drift in his car, having fun. It really is the old adage. These guys come out here, work really hard, work really hard, work really hard. They also, when they get a minute, they play hard.
Yeah, and Trey took Bedford to Pittsford Dairy and pretty much took over the store.
Yeah.
I mean, he's there 10 minutes.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, he's got them making his Sunday that he's trying to market to the people in line.
It's funny, too. It's not just 10 minutes. He gets there, and 10 minutes later, somebody makes a call, and 10 minutes later, the place has got a line out the door.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks is here, and everybody in Pittsford walks over. By the way, Pittsford Dairy is, that's a good story there. That place is awesome. Awesome.
So a good first episode. I am going to make a prediction, Steve.
All right.
I am going to predict that a chunk of the second episode of Hard Knocks will feature Buffalo Joe. I think Joe Andreessen is going to be a big part of episode 2.
You think? Part
of the reason I feel that way is because there's been a camera crew following him around the last 4 days.
Oh, there you go.
So they're already banking stuff for episode 2.
He is one of the great stories on this team.
Yes.
I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, he's in the stands watching.
That's right. Cheering on Matt Milano, wearing Matt Milano's jersey. And now he's his teammate. How crazy is that?
That is awesome.
And the reason I bring up Joe also is because of what transpired at the linebacker position today.
Right.
As we told you on Monday's show, Balin Spector left Monday's practice early with athletic trainers. He fell awkwardly at the end of a play, and so we were fearful that it was an injury. Apparently it was. He was waived injured today, so no longer on the roster. If he clears waivers and is not claimed, he will revert to Buffalo's injured reserve list, and his season is essentially over. So really unfortunate for him, but unfortunately, the story of his career in Buffalo has been injuries.
It's been plagued
and
by that.
And here's another one. And I'm not going to say it, but there are some out there that believe this could be the end of the line for Balin Spector because, as you know, Steve, better than anybody, your number one ability in the NFL is availability. And he's had a difficult time staying available. He's been hurt in the preseason in previous years. He's been hurt in the regular season in recent years. And now he is again hurt in training camp. And it's cost him a spot on the roster. And so the reason this is important for Joe Andreessen is because his most ardent competition as the backup middle linebacker behind Terrell Bernard was Balin Spector. He is no longer part of that equation. So barring some kind of dramatic change here, Joe Andreessen, in all likelihood, if he stays on course, is your backup Mike linebacker for the Buffalo Bills in 2025.
Yeah, he's going to make the roster. I mean, he's
making the roster.
No
We do
doubt.
that.
Yeah, he's on the 53 again, which was a huge, great story last year because it was a little bit of a surprise. You know, the rookie tryout camp, undrafted guys. Let's bring a bunch of guys in, look at him. Maybe we'll sign one or two. Joe gets signed. He makes the team. The whole thing. He's from Amherst. He's a local guy. Great. Now he's an NFL player now, and no question, his status is set. Hey, he's an NFL player now, and good for him. He's earned it. He played really well last year. He had some moments where he played better than really well, and he's earned it.
To take Spector's spot on the roster, the Bills signed rookie undrafted linebacker Jimmy Ciarlo, who played his college ball at West Point.
They said
Army.
Yeah, it's Ciarlo, and
is it Charlo?
They said it's Charlo. Yeah,
okay, I'll believe it.
Charlo.
I didn't know if they went with the authentic Italian pronunciation, but apparently they did. Jimmy
that's,
Charlo.
That's it. The pronunciation.
Ciarlo is how you would
Charlo.
say it. Ciarlo. Yeah, that's how you'd say it.
Do I have to say it with the accent?
I'd appreciate it.
Charlo.
You know,
I'm going to say it with my accent. Charlo.
Okay.
Not
so
Charlo.
Jimmy Charlo played his college ball at West Point for Army. He was out here early on the practice field getting the lay of the land with some of the linebackers coaches who were walking him through some of the base sets because he's got to learn quickly here.
Wow.
And we'll see if he gets any run.
He'll be
on Saturday afternoon, in the latter stages
if he's
of the game.
If he's a West Point guy, he's probably
he knows how to retain information quickly.
Exactly.
Because you don't remember your orders, you're going to find yourself doing a lot of the KP and other dirty work. That's your new addition to the roster. He's wearing jersey number 35.